All right, so before you start cutting, just like with every different style of texture or just hair period, you want to make sure you either pick the hair out or brush the hair down, lay everything in place before you start cutting. So using my 2-guard open with my Andis cordless masters, I'm just going straight up, knocking off the bulk. My client told me he wanted to keep everything on top, just shape it up. So I'm just going straight up, clearing out this area. That way I could set in my guidelines. So next what I'm going to do is set in my bald line using my Babyliss FX skeletons, and notice how the way I'm dropping it, I'm going to drop it in the back. This is all based off of his head shape, right? I don't want to bring it straight across and go too high on the occipital bone, which is that lump in the back. I don't want to go too high. That way it's just going to throw the whole fade off. So always be mindful to start lower and then work your way up. You know what I mean? Always stay below that occipital bone. Now going back with my cordless masters, with the lever open, I'm going up about a 1/2 inch, making sure that I keep it consistent all the way around, making sure I go over that guideline multiple times. That way you can really get down to that length. You know what I mean? You don't want any, straggly hairs or any hairs that's higher than what you're putting in with that lever closed. So make sure that you go over it multiple times. Make sure you brush that hair down so you can get it to that correct length. Same thing with the 1-guard open. I'm going up, but I'm not digging in or, going up too high. I'm going up that same amount of width, which is a 1/2 inch. And notice how it's not always just a straight up and down motion. Sometimes you're gonna have to go from side to side, left or right, to try to really get that hair down to that length, because not all hair just grows straight down, you know what I mean, or straight to the side. You got to be more aware of how the hair is growing. So right now I'm gonna freehand with the lever closed, and I'm gonna go side to side instead of up and down because of how I wouldn't say thin the hair is, but it's just, I don't want the hair to move. So that's why I'm cutting it from side to side. Going straight up and down, the hair tends to kind of, move based off of how dense the hair is. So make sure you just keep that in mind while you're cutting. So I'm gonna go up a little bit more, just basically cleaning up that area at the top with the 2-guard closed. I'm not setting in a guideline, I'm just cleaning up that area, making sure that the blend runs smoothly into the top of the hair. So going back with my 1-guard open, I'm just flicking out that area between the 1 and the 2. Again, making sure everything flows in to the top of the hair. So closing the one guard, I'm gonna flick out that middle line. Now keep in mind that this is not gonna take it out fully. All it's doing is softening it up so you could come behind it with the next step. Now with the zero guard closed in a flick out motion, now you're able to flick out that middle line much more easier. You can use your corners if you want to. I like to use my corners just for the simple fact that I like to work in sections. So don't rely on the full blade when you're, doing your whole entire blend. Sometimes, especially during the flick out motion, sometimes you just got to use only your corners and work in small sections. So I don't know why I didn't do it. Probably because I just wanted to get, I'm pretty good with the lever closed and just flicking it out. But I always like to start, especially for beginners, with the lever halfway, softening up that bottom line. But right here, I just went into, with the lever closed and basically adjusting as I go. You could do that too. It's not that hard. All you got to do is drop the lever, close it, go halfway, and go up a little bit more. That's all it is. So right here, I'm gonna use my afro shears basically to shape the hair on top. So when it comes to the front line, especially with afros, I like to comb the front down and then take my one guard with the lever either closed or open and just run it downward, knock off that bulk in the front, then reshape the whole afro in the front, and then line my client up. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in the full 360, and they come out looking like bam. YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, Make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, Hustle Dreams Production is on the beat. That's my brother, man. He makes all my beats. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel. Will be linked in the description below. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. My Snapchat is Jeezy360 and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here.